Hello, year one. It's Friday. Big congratulations to you guys for getting through another week. I know I keep saying it, but a massive, massive well done to all of you at home. So we're looking at our reading skills now, and we're carrying on with our text, Where the Wild Things Are. So I said to you today, our skill is going to be sequencing. Just remind me, what does sequencing mean? And there's our reading snake just underneath me. What does it mean? Okay, excellent. So sequencing is where we're putting things in order, okay, chronological order. That means time order. Can you say the word chronological? Good. We've done this before in our lovely history lessons where we looked at the chronological timelines where we're putting dates in order. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and reorder these pictures because they're all jumbled up. So what I'd like to do is pause the video here. You're going to summarize the story so far using your words, and you can also point to the screen and tell me which picture comes first, second, third, and fourth. Okay, off you go. Okay, hopefully that's given you enough time. If not, remember, pause the video, rewind. So let's think. If I'm verbalizing the story, so I'm saying it out loud, what comes first? I know that Max has been causing lots of mischief. Okay, so Max has been causing mischief. So I know that is the first one that comes up. And unfortunately, Max has been very naughty and he gets sent to his bedroom. So I know that comes second. In his bedroom, a forest grows. And last but not least, he sails off to where the wild things are. Okay, and that is where he goes. Superb. Hopefully you got that in the correct order. So we're now going to move on, and we've done our sequencing. We're going to look at some vocabulary now. So the key word for today is terrible. Just listen as I read the story. How many times do I say the word terrible? You ready? Get counting. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. How many times did I say the word terrible? Excellent. Let me just count. I said terrible roars, terrible teeth, terrible eyes, terrible claws. 4 times. Okay, so we're going to act it out. Okay, you ready? I'm going to read it again. When I say terrible roars, I want you to give me a terrible roar. When I say gnashed their terrible teeth, I want you to gnash your terrible teeth. Now that word gnashed is very special because it starts with a g. You can see it here. But we can't hear that when we say it. We say gnashed. It's a silent letter. Crazy, I know. So we're going to gnash. We're going to roll our terrible eyes. Now, some of you might be able to go cross-eyed. I can't. Okay, useless, I know. But I can still roll my eyes. So you have to try and roll your eyes by looking all around. And then they showed their terrible claws. So you're going to act out. You ready? Okay, I'll do it with you. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars. Let me hear you roar. And gnashed their terrible teeth. And rolled their terrible eyes. And showed their terrible claws. Excellent work. If you want to, you can rewind and have another go and join in with me again. Okay, what we're going to do finally as our final task today is I want you to have a look back through. They say the word terrible quite a lot. Now, terrible is a great adjective, but when we use adjectives over and over again, they get a little bit boring. Okay, so let's see if you can change some of the adjectives. Let's keep terrible roars, but what could you change terrible teeth to? Maybe you could write some ideas down. You could have rotten teeth. And if you look at the pictures, you could have razor sharp teeth. What else can you come up with? You could choose eyes. What could you change terrible eyes to? You could have googly eyes. You could have big eyes. You could have bulging eyes. What else could you have? Maybe write some ideas down. And then for terrible claws? What could you have instead of terrible claws? You could have sharp claws. You could have spiky claws. You should have pointy claws. What can you guys come up with? Because I know you guys are fantastic at using your adjectives. Okay, that is our reading skills for the week. We're going to carry on with this text next week, and I will see you then. Have a lovely weekend, team.